I do
Also,
notice
there-
Fawn is a little bit bigger than SG and I, so
As I should be.
So honest, get with the program.
I
Hey.
have the biggest dick here. I should be the biggest.
Oh, sure.
I have objection to that.
No, trust.
Okay.
If this is being recorded right now, that definitely needs to be the next TikTok. I definitely have the biggest dick here.
Square up. I do not care if you're a foot taller than me. I will take you to the ground. Listen. Exactly, all of that.
I like that. Just SG fist pumping.
Just to
I gotta play some like rock music with him doing that.
That's the intro right there. That's the intro.
just RKO!
Exactly.
Randy Orton out of nowhere. What is up, you guys? Welcome to Savvy Scoundrel Slayers podcast, episode number 4, post-Christmas edition.
See?
I'm your boy SG.
I'm honest.
Action.
And I am Fawn.
The disgruntled ADC main.
Shut up. You eat into 5 people.
It's
You're why I'm
how I find
disgruntled.
my enjoyment.
Oh, I see.
I constantly limit test. You leave me alone.
Limit testing. Limit testing.
It's just
Okay.
entertaining to just watch SG and
Mhm.
Fawn just go at
Yeah.
each other. I could
It's
watch
the
this
best.
all day.
1v1 me, bro.
Let's go. Let's go. I will take you out.
Hey, that'll be one of our TikToks is you two 1v1ing the results.
Beautiful.
Let's do it.
Beautiful.
Leona
All right, we gotta look-
versus Ash.
Nah, my 1v1 champion is Tristana. You are going down. I'm
I'm
undefeated.
Leona. I don't die.
You gonna die today. You gonna learn
First side
today.
of GA.
Right?
Does that count?
I mean, you could first item GA.
But does that count
Well-
as a death?
No.
Not
If
really.
you die before
no,
your
'cause
GA procs?
it doesn't. No, it doesn't count because like you come back and it doesn't count on the scoreboard as a death until you
True.
die after the GA.
So it's like calculated
Anyway.
loss.
Mm-hmm.
Calculated loss. You TFT monster. All right. So
What's on
First
the
things up.
docket?
on the docket for today, Oreo Thins. Should they be a thing or should they not? Honest, please provide the example of the Oreo Thins.
Oreo Thin should
Provide
be
the
a thing.
example.
Oh.
You have you need to provide your example.
There's an example?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oreo Thins.
Beautiful.
Oreo Thins.
Mhm.
Half the cookie, twice the price. I say bullshit.
Are they really twice the price?
No, not quite.
They're like maybe
Okay, well,
10%.
then your argument is
They are a
invalid.
little bit more though. The argument
Yeah.
is valid still. Half
Yeah,
the
family
cookie
size-
costs more than a normal Oreo.
Yeah, the family size Oreo Thins and family size Oreos. The Thins are like maybe like 45 cents more. But this is the family size.
Mm.
It's small.
I didn't know they were like slightly more. They should be slightly less, but they are delicious. I do like the thins. I think they're good, but they should be slightly less.
See, I think Oreo Thins depend on if you're a cream person or a cookie person. Because if you're a cookie person, Thins, premium. They're so good. But if you're a cream person, obviously you're going with the weird like double, triple, quadruple, mega stuff, whatever, you know?
The double stuff is the best one. I'm
Hold
putting
on,
it out
but-
there now.
But can we look at the calories on it? Like how many calories are in one thin or one serving of thins?
4 cookies is 1 serving,
Mm-hmm.
140 calories.
140 calories. Okay, now let's go look up regular Oreos.
Mm-hmm.
calories per serving. Okay, so it's saying how many calories is 2 Oreo cookies? 160 calories for 3 Oreo cookies, and a double stuff for 2 cookies is 140 calories. So you could eat more of the thins and have less of the calories, or you could eat like 2 double stuffed cookies and have more calories.
Okay,
You
Or the
need-
same amount
Get
of
more
calories.
cream and more cookie.
True.
Yeah, and more calories
What do you think,
Barely.
Tasha?
How many calories? How many calories were in the thins?
for 4 thins is
140
what?
for 4.
Or
For 4 thins.
Which is
140.
the
then
equivalent of
2
like 2 normal cookies.
yeah,
That's 2 double stuffed cookies. That's 2 double
Right.
stuffed Oreos.
Like 4 times the cream and get the same number of calories.
exactly. Like eating one Oreo thin is just eating one side of an Oreo with like a little bit of cream that is left on it when you
Yes.
split it
You
into
get to do
half.
more chewing, so it gives you the like feeling that you've eaten more.
We got to do a
That's
taste
the
test.
argument. Yeah, that's the argument, is that like, it's not for y'all. It's for people who are concerned about their calorie intake but still want to eat cookies.
Well, they're getting deceived
You're
because
not
they're
the
eating the
target
same amount of
audience.
calories.
Yeah, but
Because
you feel like you're
For
eating
less
more
taste.
cookies.
exactly, so you're being deceived. Oreo
Yeah,
Thin
it's
is deceiving y'all. You're
you're
all being
eating-
fooled by Oreo Thins.
But maybe you're
But you
just
can
addicted.
have 4 thins.
Yeah, but 4
Like me.
thins is the equivalent of like 1.5 mega stuffed Oreos. Or double stuffed Oreos.
Probably 1 mega stuff.
But
Let's
wouldn't
be
you
real.
rather
Exactly.
eat 4 cookies? Wouldn't you rather feel like you ate 4 cookies versus 2 double stuffed ones?
No, because I'm in it for the quality of the product. I want to eat 1 good cookie and not 4 pieces of cardboard.
What I
They
think
taste like cardboard. They taste
what
like
I
Oreo.
think is they should do a double cookie Oreo. Where it's
Ah.
twice as thick of a cookie with the
Ew.
normal stuffing.
Ew.
That sounds
But
so
who-
dry.
But who eats them for the cookie? Everyone eats Oreos for the cream.
I love
I
the
eat them for the
cookie.
cookie. I like
Yeah.
the
Y'all are
cookie.
just weird.
I mean,
Cookie is just
Taption,
there to
do you
make
eat
the
it for the-
cream shine even more. Like cookie itself
Damn.
is pretty bitter. It's just there to help the cream shine, which
It's
is
the
sweetness.
cream delivery service. This is like putting ranch
Mhm.
dressing on a salad,
And look,
right?
and
Ranch
look,
dressing
guys.
on a salad and being like, well, I love the salad. No, the salad is a delivery service for the ranch dressing.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that one.
She's like, more calories. I'm trying to. So that way when he
I want
takes
the dressing. The dressing is what tastes good. I don't want to eat no rabbit food. I eat the rabbit food so that I can have the ranch dressing
I
and feel
actually
better
like
about it.
salad. I like the leafy part of it. I'll eat some
But
salad
again,
without
y'all are
dressing.
just fucking weird.
I eat it. I typically will have broccoli.
Yeah.
Just broccoli.
Yeah. Oh my
What?
gosh. Like just
Okay,
actually
broccoli
like uncooked broccoli. Uncooked broccoli is also pretty good.
What?
with ranch.
I mean, yeah, you could dip it in ranch, but like I'll just eat uncooked broccoli. I think it tastes pretty good. I like the crunch.
If
Oh,
I'm gonna
Y'all
eat straight up
tripping.
broccoli, it's got to be like steamed.
Yeah, I have
Y'all
to
are
I mean,
steam it
steamed broccoli is
with.
good too.
I steam it with like a little bit of cheese.
That is pretty good.
It's
But
a no
like,
for
you
me,
know,
dog.
it's like on the little platters, because like, you when you go to like holiday parties and stuff, they have like the raw carrots, broccoli, like celery sticks and stuff
Mhm.
like that, right? So like you can dip it in some like dip of some kind. I just like to eat the broccoli. I just think that like it's good
Oh,
because
it's a
crunchy.
crudité.
A
What it's called?
crudité?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
That like veggie platter with the ranch dressing and stuff.
Mhm.
that's what it's called.
Yep.
A crudité. Okay.
Crudité.
Spelled like crudite.
I'm just
Or
surprised that you guys are
coup
into
d'etat.
broccoli.
Crudité.
What kind of monsters are you?
Crudité. Oh, I see. Yeah, and then they have like the hummus and they have like the dip and
Yeah.
little dill pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. This is like I would love to show up at a party and they had this sitting like on the counter. I'm like, hell yeah,
Ew.
give me that shit.
If that was at a party,
There's
that would be one
cheese.
lame ass party. I can tell you that.
This is like delicious. Oh my gosh, y'all just don't like real food. Y'all are like,
I mean,
give me the nuggies,
I want to
and
see
I
the
like
meat.
nuggies too.
I want
There's
to see
meat
some
on
protein.
this. There's meat and cheese on these.
Yeah, usually they have like a ham or a salami or something like that, and you can put it on like a cracker with some like a what are those called, charcuterie boards or something like that. Charcuterie.
Yeah, the
Charcuterie.
charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
Cooties.
Yeah, I love charcuterie boards. Like those are good too, but those are like more like focused
That's
on
more-
like the meats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
cheese.
those are good too.
Crudité is
And
more
cheese,
focused on the
yeah.
veggies stuff.
But the olives, the olives on like the charcuterie board, yes, so good.
I'm not an
10 out
olive
of 10.
person.
Yeah.
Dang,
I don't-
Really?
that's why people get like the vodka martinis with the olive. I'm like, yeah, you know what?
Listen.
I'll pass on that.
SG, your opinion on food is invalid to me because you don't like cheese, and like
You don't like cheese?
That's a
Bro,
story
so-
for another podcast.
no. Listen, because y'all know that like I like to send people food, so he would order Taco Bell and he would like be like, yeah, can I get like bean burritos with no cheese?
What kind of monster are you,
He said
SG?
put potatoes in it, but take out the cheese.
Yo,
so,
okay,
so
but you
bad for
had
you.
I mean, it just why no cheese? What do you have
Well,
against cheese?
Are you lactose?
no.
Will it
All
make
right,
you
all right,
put
okay.
your brains out?
We'll do this now instead of later. Look, here's the story. All right, I was like 4, okay, and
Mhm.
I had this cup
I used
of
to be
milk.
also.
Yeah, I mean we all did. Some of us.
I know.
One, I don't really know about her. She might have skipped.
No, I was
4.
hatched. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hatched straight into an adult. Actually.
But anyway, I was 4. And I had this little like Winnie the Pooh cup, right? Had like a little like sippy
Yeah.
lid on it, right?
This is why you don't like cheese. I'm just making sure I'm on the right
Listen
track.
to the story. Yes, this is all about why I don't like cheese. Okay.
Okay.
So I had this little cup, had a little sippy
Mhm.
top on it, whatever, right? And I had put some milk in it, right? And then I lost it. No clue where it went. Like, no clue where
I
it
see
went
where this is
for
going.
like 6 months, right? And then finally, one day I was cleaning up some stuff and I find my cup, right? And I went over to my mom and I was like, hey, mom, I found my cup of milk. And she opened it up and she was like, oh, smells like you made cheese. And I was like, oh, well, I like cheese. So I ate it and she let me eat it. She let me eat that rotten, disgusting curdled milk out of that cup. She let me eat it and I got so sick for like a week after that. Like, it was so bad. And like at that point, like I had just been so mentally scarred as a child that I just could not eat cheese. So my mom would like trick me, right? She would order pizza and I'd be like, is that cheese on the pizza? And she's like, no, it's mozzarella. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And so I would eat that and it was totally fine. Or like cheddar broccoli noodles, for like the nor pasta side. I was like, is that cheese? She's like, no, that's cheddar. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because again, I'm 4, right? I don't know any better, right? And so I eat the stuff and it's totally fine. Because like in my head, I'm eating cheddar. I'm eating mozzarella. I'm eating like Parmesan. Like it's not cheese. But anytime someone's like, do you want a cheeseburger? I'm like, no, I want a hamburger with no cheese on it. And I will not eat it.
Oh
And it's just always, it's been a thing. My mom on that day did me so dirty that it has ruined my life.
So let me get this straight. You would
You
not
can
eat
tell
a
that
cheese
he's really
pizza,
deeply rooted.
but you would be like any other pizza with no cheese in the name in it, but you'll still eat the cheese.
Well, now I'm an adult and I know better. But like, when I was 4 until I was like 8, I didn't anything that said cheese. I was like, nope, not about it. Right? I will not do it. Now, if I get a cheeseburger, I might like if I'm sitting down at a restaurant and someone puts cheese on my burger, I'll probably be like, hey, can you I asked for no cheese. And they'll go take it back. But if I get like a burger from McDonald's and it has cheese on it, I'm not gonna like go back around the drive-through and like ask for them to switch it out. I'm just gonna suck it up, put some more ketchup on it so I don't taste the cheese on it. But if someone like throws down a Kraft single on the counter and they're like, man, I'm gonna eat me a cheese snack or a cheese stick or whatever, right? Like I'm like, I'll pass on that.
Oh my gosh.
That is so funny. That's actually the best story ever.
It's funny and traumatic at the same time. Your mom has ruined cheese for you.
Yep.
Yo, your mom really did do you dirty right there.
But granted, if I was your mother, that would have been so funny that I would have let you.
Oh yeah, 100%. I could definitely see her being like, I wonder what he's gonna do. And then she sees it and she goes, I'll let this play out.
Yeah. I'm like, that smells disgusting. I wonder if he actually tries to eat that.
Yeah.
And then just regardless of the smell, you just decide, yum. I'm gonna freaking shove that in my mouth.
Oh my gosh. All right, it adds up. That's a justified reason for not liking cheese. That is.
I'll give that one to you. I'll give that one to you.
I'm so sorry that you cannot enjoy the just delectable deliciousness that is cheesy items. I'm really sorry for you. That's really tragic.
Fondue?
Like fondue.
Or fondant.
Or fondant, or cheese dip, or cheese whiz, or baked pasta with extra cheese.
Dude, what do you get at the melting pot?
I've never been there.
Wow. Dude, it's like
have you been, Caption?
Glorious place.
I haven't been to melting pot either.
Okay, so when we do the SSS meetup, we're going to melting pot.
Oh no, we can't go there. She can't do cheese.
He doesn't.
There's
that's
chocolate,
only one course.
There's other stuff.
There's only there's only one course that's cheese. Me and Honest and Taption, we can all enjoy the cheese, and SG can just watch and wish that he could eat cheese.
I'll eat. Well, because you get meat and stuff to dip in the cheese, right? So I can just order the meat and not dip it in the cheese.
Well, not meat, but vegetables and bread.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Vegetables, bread, stuff like that.
So it's what does it go it's cheese first, and then they give you your salad, and then they give you your main course, and then you get your chocolate afterwards, right?
Correct.
Okay, I got the salad and the cheese part confused as to which one came first.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, oh gosh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. If you haven't been to Melting Pot, you have to go. My mom refuses to go. I keep trying to take her. She's like, I don't want to cook my own food. I'm like, that's the best part.
Yeah, my work paid for us to go.
Oh, man.
So every time a Markgate captain comes and visits, they get a $300 budget for me and the other captain.
Can I work part-time? And by part-time, I mean once a month. and I get to come to the melting pot, please.
It's so good. It's awesome. And then I get a lot of beverages.
Their cocktails are phenomenal.
Oh yeah, have you had the yin yang one?
Yin yang?
No.
Oh.
Yin yang?
I used to get the love martini. That one's my favorite.
That one is good.
I don't know if they still sell it.
But the yin yang, it's almost like a milkshake, but it's alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like milky alcohol.
It doesn't taste like alcohol. You can't taste the alcohol. It just tastes like a milkshake. But
have y'all had a baby Guinness?
It gets you good. Baby Guinness.
Baby Guinness? What is that?
Yeah, it's it's a shot. It has I think it's Bailey's and something that's coffee. Wait, let me Google it. I can't remember what's in it.
Coffee liquor?
Let me see what's in it. Baby Guinness. It's like a shot, so it's like a coffee shot, basically. 2 fluid ounces of coffee flavored liquor and Irish cream liquor. There we go. So it's like a coffee shot, but it's super good. But you will absolutely be wrecked after you have it, or at least me. One of those, and like that's it. That is it for the whole day. I don't need anything else. But they're really, really good.
Okay, who would you guess, if you had to guess someone in this podcast, who is the lightweight and who's the heavyweight?
Caption is the lightweight for sure.
Lightweight?
You think so?
Okay.
Who's the heavyweight?
Yeah, I think Fawn can hang a little bit.
But who can drink the most? Who's the heavyweight?
Like before passing out?
Yeah. Like,
can you puke and rally?
Yeah. But
then
I think puking disqualifies it.
Yeah, it was at the point of puking, you're disqualified.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I still think it's me.
You still think
so
it's
wait,
you?
hold on.
I still think it's me.
What is considered a lightweight? Like you can't drink anymore, or you get drunk easily?
Drunk easily.
Yeah.
Drunk easily?
Like first
Then
one to
it's probably
get.
me. It's probably me, because
What
I'll
does it
like
take to get you
smell.
buzzed?
Oh, a shot this big, and I like if I take a shot of vodka like that big, like I'm like, all right, I'm vibing. Can I keep drinking after that? Absolutely. I will probably drink y'all under the table, but I will be really drunk, but I won't pass out.
Yeah, I think lightweight is defined as being like it's a lower limit of being passing out. So I think it's a point of passing out or throwing up. If that's higher it is, more heavyweight you are. Because no matter how good a drinker you are, you'll get drunk at some point. It's just some people will not be able to drink after a certain point, and if that point is lower, they're lighter weight than some other people.
Let's define lightweight as the person who's gonna get to the point where like they're like a sloppy drunk, right? Like that, like who's gonna get to that point where they're gonna be like they need a babysitter fastest? Because like I have those friends. I have those friends that I'm like, you know, if we're going out drinking, like they're gonna need a dad or a mom for the night, like.
Yep.
And that just kind of is what it is.
It's horrible.
It's not fun.
I'm usually the baby.
Yeah.
I'm usually the babysitter because I just won't drink. Like I'm usually the babysitter, but if I am drinking, then I definitely need a babysitter.
See, I think I had the advantage in the drinking game because I couldn't burp, nor would I ever throw up anything. So I always held it down, even when I was gone.
Okay.
And so, like, the crazy thing is that I think that there's a part of my subconscious that craves, like, being the best so much that there was one night, me and my buddy Braden, we drank, and we went shot for shot. But at some point, we stopped drinking because he had to get ready to leave. So we had to pause the game. But I kept drinking. But it's funny because I don't remember any of that. I blacked out long before we stopped. And the next thing I remember was me puking in the toilet profusely, right?
Oof. And
Michelle then relays the information to me. And she's like, yeah, you guys were drinking shot for shot. And then when he stopped, you still kept going to like show off or something. I thought you were still fine. I couldn't tell that you were blacked out because I still act totally normal. And then she was like, the only way that I could tell was the second he closed the door leaving, you ran to the bathroom and puked your brains out. I was like, damn, blackout me still had to win. Let's go.
Okay, that's some mental strength you got there.
Facts.
I don't know what it was. I freaking hold it down in front of people. I don't know what it is.
That's pretty funny.
The thing is, I don't throw up that easily when I drink. But the thing is, as soon as someone next to me starts puking and I start smelling it, I start going myself as well. I try to go away from them because I don't like puking myself either. But as soon as somebody starts puking on the other side of the room, and I start to get a little aroma of that puke
Whiff
smell,
of it.
y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, we know.
Oh, yeah.
That is just
And then-
yeah. That's about when it gets me too. As soon as
As
somebody
I
else
get a whiff
starts
of
it,
that,
I'm like,
I gotta get the cold air,
bro. Even thinking about it, literally, I'm like,
right?
Yeah, so
Oh gosh.
I think that helps me be more of a heavyweight. I never
Okay.
have passed out drinking. Nothing. I just keep going until everyone else stops, and then I stop.
I don't think I've ever gotten that drunk. No, once. I've only ever gotten that drunk one time, ever. That I like legitimately don't remember what happened. And I was like, I think I went out like clubbing with one of my friends that I worked with, and like on the car, like in the car on the way to the club, like she had we were Ubering and she had like a bottle of like Coca-Cola that she had put like Captain Morgan in. And when we got out of the car while we were standing in line for the club, she was like, "Here, don't you want some Coke?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And I drank it, and I was like, "This tastes a little funny." And she was
You
like,
got
"Yeah, there's
roofies."
Captain Morgan in it." Yeah, she's like, and then she told me, she's like, "You have to finish it before we get to the door so that we can throw it in the trash." And so I chugged the rest of it because we were almost at the door. And so like going into the club, I was like, "Oh shit." And then like our other friend I don't know, I think she had just gotten paid or something, and she was like, "All right, I'm gonna just buy shots." And she just kept showing up with shots, and she just kept handing them to us.
That's
And she was like,
me.
"Here,
Oprah,
here,
you get a
here."
shot.
Literally,
You get a shot.
a shot
You
for
get a
you.
shot.
You get a shot. You get literally. And I mean, by the end of the night, like one of our other friends that was there, like he had to like help me down the stairs. I had on like 5-inch like platform heels. I'm like trying to get down the steps. I'm like, oh God, they sent me pictures. I was like, dude, I don't remember taking that picture. Like, we went to her house apparently afterwards. I was like, I don't remember that. I don't know what happened. All I know is that my friend took me home, took my shoes off, put me in my bed, and then went back to her house. That's all I know. That is all I remember from that evening, is going into the club and then being in the bed. I was like, okay, I will never get that drunk ever again. I was like, that was right when I turned 21. I was like, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Have you two ever blacked out? Tapton SG?
Nope.
No, I have not. The thing is,
I've never blacked out, and I've had my fun, like nights of like crazy drinking, and have not gotten to the point where like I was just blackout drunk.
yeah, it's for me. I just don't black out that much, no matter how much I drink. I think the closest I got to blacking out was when I was at a friend's house. Usually, you tend to drink more when it's a house party, whether or if it's at your place or when it's at your friend's house where you can just crash the night. You end up drinking that more during those times because you don't really have to worry about going back to your place. So
Mhm.
that time, I feel like there was like three of us total, including myself. I'm pretty sure we finished about like 5 bottles of Jack Daniel plus like one goose vodka amongst the three of us, and that's hella liquor. I don't know how much you guys drink, but that's
Yeah.
hella liquor.
That's
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, and literally, I almost thought I was gonna black out, and the reason I knew that I was almost to the point of blacking out was because I was literally sitting there staring into the space, and my friend was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Huh?" And then my friend was just saying, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then we were doing that for like 10 minutes. Hey, you alright,
For
bro?
some reason, I picture 3 Taptons.
No.
Just
It's
Oh,
literally.
looking at each other.
I,
You good,
I was just like,
bro?
I was just like sitting on the sofa.
Like the Spider-Man meme where they're all standing there pointing at the other one, like,
Yeah.
Literally, I was just
"You
sitting there.
good, bro?" Yeah. Are you good? Yeah. What about you?
I was just sitting there. I wasn't even thinking on anything. My brain was just empty. I was like just staring into the empty wall. And then my friends were so worried because like I'm usually very top. Once I get drunk, one of my habit is eating hella food and talking a lot. But at that point, like I was dead quiet. I was like my mouth was half open. My eyes was like half shut. I was like, and then my friends were like, "Are you alright, bro?" I'm like, I'm not even saying yeah. I'm like, and at that point, I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna drink no more because if I take another shot in, I'm probably gonna back out.
I think
so funny.
the night I got the most drunk, it was a rugby practice, and the team captain had shown up. He had texted us all before practice and was like, "Hey, everyone better be there tonight, and everyone better bring a case of beer." We're like, "Okay." So we brought a case of beer. We show up. Captain had pulled up in his truck, put the tailgate down, and you see like 6 cases of beer, like 5 handles of Skull vodka,
Oh,
right? Which is just trash,
It's so bad.
the worst.
cheap vodka. It's so bad.
Oh my gosh.
And it just burns you inside out when you drink it. And then plus the whole team brought their case of beer, right? So we all get there, and the captain walks up and he goes, "All right, we're running drills all practice." We're like, "Okay, I thought this is a drinking practice, but all right." We get out there, and then the coach walks out, and coach says, "Every time you guys drop a ball, you're shotgunning a beer."
Oh my
And we're like,
god.
"Oh no."
Just like you better not drop a ball.
Like, yeah, you better not drop, right? So then we're running, we're past the ball, and first guy drops the ball, right? Whole team has to go to the truck, grab a beer, and shotgun it, right? And so it's not just the
whole
person.
team has to
Whole
take
team.
it. It's
Oh my
the
God.
whole
Whole
team.
team.
Oh
Whole
my
team
gosh.
has to go shotgun a beer. Okay, so obviously, the longer this goes on and the more balls that get dropped, the more beers we're all shotgunning together, which inevitably leads to more balls being dropped. And you can kind of see where this is going, right?
Mhm.
By the end of practice, and practice was 3 hours long,
Oh,
right?
Oh my god.
3 hours long. Every single beer that was brought to practice was gone. All 5 handles of Skull vodka were all gone by the end of practice.
Oh my
Because
god.
once we ran out of beer, it was take a shot instead of shotgun a beer.
Oh.
And so we were absolutely plastered. Thank God I lived on campus and I could just stumble my way back to my dorm. I didn't have to worry about
Oh
going
my
anywhere.
Oh my
We had,
gosh.
We had everyone ended up cramming into all of like the freshmen dorms and the sophomores dorms because like all the other people, like no one could drive home. Nobody was
Yeah.
good to
I
drive.
bet.
So we all had
Oh
to go.
my
We had like
gosh.
30 people staying in 3 people's dorms that night.
That's so rough, dude.
It was
Oh my God.
it was so bad. So bad. But even
gosh.
that night, I did not black out.
You remember the whole thing.
Imagine.
I remember the whole thing. I remember when our co-captain Stitch walked over to the side of the pitch and he just started like yakking all over the side, like just like projectile, just. And like, I swear that thing had like a
Projectile
3-foot arc on it. Like it was impressive.
That would have been it for me. Oh god.
But to his credit, he still came back and he kept practicing.
Oh
He
That's
probably
dedication.
felt better than the rest of you guys, though.
Probably.
He was like, hell yeah, all right.
He's like, I'm good. I could probably have 3 or 4 more. I'm straight.
I'll drop the ball on purpose. These guys are being weird looking.
Oh my.
Thank you guys for showing up to the Scabby Scout.
You're already drunk.
All right. Thank you guys for showing up to the Savvy Scoundrel Slayers podcast, episode number 4. We will see you guys next week for episode 5, where we talk about what we did during New Year's. Catch you guys next week.
Deuces.
Slayers out.
Bye.